young Joe would pass by a boxing gym. In no time, he was working out at the gym, training for a boxing career, shortening his name to Joe Louis so that his mother wouldn't find out he was boxing. He won 50 of 54 amateur bouts and gained the attention of John Roxborough, king of the numbers racket in Detroit's African America neighborhoods. Roxborough and Julian Black, a Chicago boxing promoter, convinced Louis to turn pro in 1934. Former heavyweight champion Max Schmelling was on the same chase for the title. The Schmelling and Louis camps agreed to a bout in 1936 with a contract providing that they would not schedule any other fights for 6 months beforehand. Joe Louis was favored 10-1 to win the bout.
Former heavyweight champion coming back in the role of a challenger for heavyweight honors, Max Schmelling. And his very capable opponent, wearing black trunks, 198, one of the greatest heavyweights in the annals of Christiana, Joe Louis.
Yet, Schmelling stunned Joe Louis, American fight fans, with a knockout in the 12th round. Joe Louis's loss to Schmelling turned out to be only a small detour on his path to becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. As World War II raged in Europe, German Max Schmelling became the unpopular choice for a title fight, doing whatever it took to get Joe Louis into the ring with James Braddock, the Cinderella Man. His handlers agreed to give Braddock and his manager Joe Gold 10% of all future boxing promotion profits Joe Louis made for the next 10 years. Braddock and Gold would eventually receive more than $150,000 from his arrangement. On June 22nd, 1937, in Chicago, the Brown Bomber got his shot at the title. Lewis, a 6'1" and 1/2 inch, 197-pounder, knocked out James Braddock in the 8th round, becoming the heavyweight champion. Thousands of African Americans stayed up all night across the country in celebration.
The winner and new champion of the world, Joe Louis.
Noted author and member of the Harlem Renaissance, Langston Hughes, described Lewis's effect on the African American culture. Each time Joe Louis won a fight in those Depression years, even before he became champion, thousands of colored Americans on the relief or WPA and poor would throng out into the streets then all across the land to march and cheer and yell, cry because of Joe's one-man triumphs. No one else in the United States has ever had such an effect on Negro emotions or on mine. I marched and cheered and yelled and cried too. Joe Louis quickly looked ahead, seizing the opportunity to redeem his loss against Max Schmelling. Personally hailed by Adolf Hitler as a paragon of Teutonic manhood, Schmelling, who had knocked out Joe Louis in 12 rounds in 1936, was given a return bout on June 22, 1938 in Yankee Stadium. He was knocked out in 2 minutes, 4 seconds of the first round. Take that to the bank. Describing the bout, the New York Times' John Kieran wrote, "Well, of all things, it's on and it's over." Just as Joe promised, he stepped in and started a lightning attack. Lefts and rights, bang, bang, bang! Schmelling reeled into the ropes on the first base side of the ring and clung like a shipwrecked soldier to a lifeline. Swaying on the ropes, Max peered out in a bewildered manner. He pushed himself off, and Louis struck the dark lightning again. A ripping left and a smashing right. The right was the crusher. Schmelling went down. He was up again, and then under another fusillade, down again. Once more, and barely able to stand, and then down for the third and final time. Let us focus in on a couple or three Hall of Famer University of Wisconsin fighters, boxers. Kyle Vernon, 1948 NCAA champion, the 176 pound. Orville Pitts, NCAA champion, 1956, 178 pounds. Brown McGee, NCAA champion, 1960, 132 pounds. Personally, I can testify to that idea of being a champion, like Joe Louis. We looked up to Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. Our coaches, our parents, many times would relate to Joe Louis as being a champion. Be a champion in whatever you did. Take pride in yourself. And this is Chuck Scruggs, the man with the plugs, digging the scene with the record machine. Can you dig me now? Come on in now, little children, and join me. Ain't nothing shaking but the leaves on the trees. They wouldn't be shaking if it wasn't for the breeze. Ain't nothing cooking but the beans in the pot. They wouldn't be cooking if the water wasn't hot. We're gonna go get John out of the barn and go get Lucy to do the wire Tuesday. Because shoot Chucks and show enough, life show is rough. Sports fans, it's been nice having you. Fight on, fight on, fight on. See you next time. It's a knockout.